Hi everybody. I'm still working on the demo. Obviously, I'm trying to get it done as quickly as I can so I can get it out to everybody. And I just thought I might as well just go live so you can watch me work on the demo if you want. So if you have watched the last stream, you've seen that I had actually implemented a few new I have to see if this is actually working, because this time I didn't really plan the stream ahead, so I'm not 100% sure if there's probably nobody waiting here. So I'm just waiting to see if anyone comes into the chat so I can see that the stream is actually running. Let me just quickly, yeah, it appears as if I am online. Yeah, so okay, cool. And then, oh, what have I done? How did that happen? Okay. Hello everybody. Hi, how you doing? Yeah, so maybe I just start from scratch, because I don't know if anybody was here while I was talking just a second ago. Can you just give me a sign in the chat if the sound is okay? I think it should be okay. The microphone should actually be fine. But yeah, so I'm working on the demo for Uncage that I want to get out to everybody as soon as I can. So that's why I'm working on it, while we're only minutes away from the campaign wrapping up. So I'm going to just have a quick look. We're at 531 Uncages. Thank you to every one of you. Yeah, and we have reached our goal and everything is looking good, and we're 90 minutes away from the campaign going through the finish line. So while that is the case, I'll be just here and working on the demo. So let's see, sound is fine. Thank you, Patrick, my friend. Yeah, everybody's saying sound is fine, that is good. Animal Liberation Front, yes. And bass, a little bit high, but good quality. Okay, I don't think I can do anything about the bass. It's just my voice. I don't know. Yeah, I'm also not gonna speak that much while I'm working, so I think it's gonna be okay. So let me see, because I've been working. I have basically several versions of this level. This is the level that you already know from the other streams, but I have implemented quite a bit of new interactive stuff here, which I want to show you in a second. But before everything works, I have to just go into the level blueprint and probably do some changes. So let me quickly have a look at that. So this is the level blueprint where everything is referenced. I need to connect this with my tick event. Oh, wait a second, my chat is not visible anymore. So maybe maybe we want to do it like this. Not a mic issue. Oh, okay. Too much testosterone. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not even training these days, so I don't know. The testosterone shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, okay, so hi everybody. Okay, so we need to get just let me do some spaghetti code here, and then I promise you in a few minutes we'll be playtesting this level and I'll be showing you the new stuff. I just have to do some little changes here. So this is a sequence node, and I'm going to connect this with down here, and now I'm going to probably get a few errors. Let me see. I'll have to probably, oh yeah, that's a lot of errors. Oh no. Okay, that is not good. That's a lot of stuff. Let's see. Okay, so this is no problem. This can be done very quickly. It's that. Compile. That error is gone. But these are problems. Okay. No problem. Okay, so just bear with me. I have to do some programming so that everything works, so I can show it to you. So just bear with me for a while. And I need some coffee because it's been a few busy weeks. So let's see, 4 likes, but 15 people are watching. Yeah. So 4 likes, but 15 people are watching. Go like. That's not. I didn't say that. Plant abuser said that in the chat. Okay, maybe I have to work quicker so that everybody likes this. Okay, so we're auto-saving. Nice. Okay, let me see. We need these two referenced in the code. So we go into the level blueprint again. And then we need to reference those two guys. That is going to be a little bit... I have to just find them. Here they are. Okay, so this is aggro everybody 1 and 2. Now let's see some of these references so that this works. It's weird, I don't know why it's not possible to copy this stuff over from a different level, because the actors are actually named the same way. So I would have thought that it should have worked, but well, apparently no. Apparently that is not the case, so I have to do some stuff here. I have chat in my view, so if there's anything that you if you want to help me with the code here, you can give me hints, no problem. If there's any Unreal Engine experts in the chat. So let me see. So yeah, yeah. Thank you, Patrick. Thanks everybody. I thought programmers always listen to metal music while coding. Well, that would probably be annoying for everybody watching, because then my voice is probably not loud enough. So we had that last time. Everybody was complaining that the music was too loud. So now we're doing it differently. Okay, so actor begin overlap. That is my trigger volume right here. So I have to click on that and then come here and actor overlap, add actor begin overlap. Okay, so we make this completely new, and then we have to connect this to this. Oops, that didn't work. This to this. Why doesn't it work? I don't know what's going on. Now it worked. Okay, so that one and this one. So that's fine. Now I can delete this knot. Not to mention copyright issues. Oh yeah, Kana's right. Yeah, I mean, it depends what kind of music you use, but if I would just use the music that I normally listen to, copyright might be a problem. So I'm not gonna do that today. Okay, so let's go on connecting these. I should be done. Let me make an estimate. I think I probably need another 5 minutes or so to fix all the issues here. As you see, there are warnings and errors and stuff, so I have to fix those. But I should be done in a few minutes, so please bear with me. And I'm gonna always also have a look at the campaign, see where we're going, because this was supposed to be like a final countdown kind of thing. But now I'm working on them. Obviously, I want to get this done so that I can send the demo to everybody as soon as I can. So I'm kind of torn. On the one hand, I want to watch the campaign. On the other hand, I want to work for every uncager out there. So to be honest, I'm here by accident because I do not play games at all. But I want to tell you that you are a very nice person, and man, I like you. I'm from Prague, and we'll leave now. Go to sleep. Okay, then have a peaceful night and sleep well, my friend. And it was great having you here. Marketa Hora. Marketa Hora, I guess. Yeah. Have a good night. Okay, so let's do another duplicate. Then we connect these two, these two. Then we can take these notes away. Okay, so that should work. Okay, we need one more copy of these. Duplicate. And so this part is almost done. Now we just have to do the other part, and then I can show you everything. And then I will hope that everything works, because I basically brought all of this over from a different version of the test level, so I'm not 100% positive that it even works, but let's just hope for the best. Okay, so now I need some references to these two particle effects that are here, and for some reason I can't click them. Oh, that's weird. Why am I not able to click them? Hello? What's going on? This is really weird. Okay, for some reason Unreal doesn't let me click it. At least it doesn't let me click these. Is this a group issue? Probably. So unlock. Yeah, now we're fine. Okay, so we're clicking on these two. So these are basically particle effects. You'll see that later on when we playtest in a few minutes. And I need to reference them here because we want to connect them with some logic. So put them here. Oh no, that's not what I wanted to do. Or is it? No, that's not right. Let's see. Okay, so hi Luis. Yeah, and thanks everybody for watching. It's always so cool to some of you are so reliable. Like Kana is always here, Patrik is always here. Luis, I think, has been here with every live stream that I've done so far, so it's pretty cool to know that some of you never miss out on any of the live streams, so it's pretty cool. Thanks for that. So let's see, now I need a reference to these two, and this is the valve, so I need a reference to the valve as well. So this is basically a logic. If you remember the last stream, you probably remember this thing. This is the valve that you can basically turn up here. So I need a reference to that, so I can actually explain what I'm doing here. So basically, I'm referencing this thing, and here I'm saying if there is a variable inside of the logic of the valve, and it's called value. It's obviously what you see up here, the number. And if that goes to 100, so that is what I'm saying here. So I'm referencing the thing. I'm saying I'm referencing the valve, and then the variable that is called value. And then I'm saying this is an equal node. So that means if value is equal 100, which you see down here. I hope all of this is visible. So I'm saying if it is equal 100, and then this is a branch node. So if this statement is true, basically, then do all of this logic that comes afterwards. And now we're gonna set up the logic that comes afterwards, and it has to do with the particle effects, obviously, because when the value is 100, we want to have the water stream come up, and you probably remember from the last stream what's going to happen. The floor is going to get wet, and if you're somebody who is running around with an electric bolt in your hand, you might get into trouble. At least that's the idea. So let's see, this needs to be connected to this is here. Oh, okay, so this is here then. That's gonna work like this, and this one can go here. These are the particle effects. It's basically two different particle effects, but both of them are just water. So now we take these two, and let me see. We need. Okay, so this is. Okay, this is a reference to the sequence. So I only need to reference this one more time. It's gonna be here. I might have to leave at some point just for a few seconds, because little Beanie is walking around here again. I can hear her walk in the other room, and sometimes she gets herself into trouble. So if she cries and needs my help, I might have to go and see what's up, but that'll only take a second. And maybe I get her in front of the camera so she can say hi to everybody. I can already see her coming, so who knows, maybe she comes over and wants to say hi herself. So let me see. I smashed that button to uncage that support channel. Did you didn't think Patrik would become a game developer after his sports career? Yeah, but I've been a gamer long before my sports career. So, and it's been actually a childhood dream of mine to make my own games since forever. So yeah, it was kind of, it is my destiny. Okay, yeah, the little legend is walking around here, and she's very wobbly, so sometimes she just falls and just gets in bad, weird positions. So I have to always kind of keep an eye on her to know that she's not in trouble. But usually when she gets in a bad situation, she just cries, so I know it that way. So it'll be fine. And what sometimes also happens is that she doesn't make it into her litter box. Then I have to remove some pee. That sometimes happens too, but well, it's the age and everything. Have to understand that. Okay, so now we need one more reference, and then I think we're done. So we need a reference to this sequence, this animation sequence, which is here, and we're going to connect that to this. And then we're going to remove this one and zoom out. There's one more thing, but that's not a problem. We can actually just remove this and compile, and everything is fine. So we can start demonstrating the level. Isn't that great? So let me see. Let me save this first before we lose it, and have a sip of coffee. So good. Half coffee, half soy milk. Perfect. Perfection. So, Patrik, you have exceptional good focus. Is that genetic? How do you see that I have good focus? Because I actually don't. My focus is really bad. I have ADHD, which means that I am basically unable to filter stuff. So my mind is everywhere at once. It's kind of like my brain is tuned to the multiverse, but I live in just one universe, which is a problem. That makes me a weird person in this universe. So, were your parents highly achieved in meeting their goals? I don't know. I think my parents were actually pretty, I would say normal. I like they weren't. I mean, my mom was an athlete when she was young, so that's probably where that comes from. And my dad, well, you have to consider I lost my dad when I was 4, so there's not. I mean, I of course I have stories that my mom told me when she was still there, but it's. I think he was quite smart, but well, yeah. So, okay, maybe she'll feel like saying hello, but until then, she's going on her own adventure. Yeah. I'm gonna let her just walk around as she wants, but if she comes around, like if she comes near here, I'm gonna definitely pick her up and have her say hello to everybody. Sorry, you lost your dad so young. Yeah. It's kind of when it happens when you're a kid, you kind of. I think I felt that I was missing a parent or basically the loss of losing him. I think I felt that for the first time when my mom was gone. So my mom died when in the beginning of the pandemic. She had lung cancer, so it wasn't COVID related or anything. But COVID made it quite a bit harder because in the end I couldn't really visit her. Like I mean, I was visiting her, but for a time everything was very strictly regulated. So it was really tricky to get to see her every day, and yeah, it was a really bad time. That was in early 2020 when the pandemic first started. So she got to see that before she died, and after she was gone, that was actually the first time in my life where I felt the loss of my dad, because she had basically filled that void for all of that time. So I never felt like I was missing a parent, because she was just, she just filled all that room. But then when she was gone, yeah, I kind of felt pretty lonely, and it still is surreal. It's weird. It's strange when you obviously you grew up with them. And your parents are always kind of like I mean, if you're lucky and they are around, they're just a part of your life, and it is really, really weird. The world is very strange when they're gone. I'm still not used to it. Okay, so that went very dark. Let's lighten up the mood and maybe go into full screen mode, into what is this called here? I'm in the wrong menu. I need to come down here and say immersive mode. So that gives us a nice big screen here. Well, thanks everybody. Thanks for your sympathies. Yeah, I mean, I'm a big boy, so it is. These are just the things in life that you have to just deal with, right? And we all have to do it. It's just, it's just a part of life that it is finite. So let me just look one more time before I start the demo. Let me just look quickly. So we're 68 minutes away, if this is correct down here. So in 8 minutes it will be the last hour that runs, and we're 531 uncagers strong. Okay, so let's see. So then I'm gonna just randomly play this and just show you the new stuff that I implemented. So Alt P should give us a play session. Just a few seconds, and it should start. Okay, so that's where we are. Okay, so these yellow sphere things here, these domes, these yellow domes, signify the area where, obviously this is in the development mode, so so I have some, it's called basically debug visualization, so that I can see what I'm doing. This is obviously not meant to be in the final game. By the way, let me know if the music is now too loud for my voice. Then I can make it less loud. But if this is okay, then well, I'll just stay like this. So yeah, so these yellow domes are basically the area where, if I go into them, the enemy, the skinners, are gonna actually notice me. If they have a clear view to see me, which is not the case right now, I believe. So if I would go here, it shouldn't be a problem, as long as he doesn't actually see me. So right now I'm still hidden here. Oh, now he saw me. Okay, so now we have to. Oh no! I don't wanna. Don't hit me! Don't hit me with that thing. Okay, so as you saw, that works. That is good. Now let me show you something new. So, if you remember from the last stream, we had these pushable objects. Well, I implemented that logic into the water tanks, which I think is pretty cool. So let me try to sneak over here, and then I can. Oh no! That was not. Oh, I think is he even able to? Oh yeah, I think he is. Oh no! Oh yeah, somebody killed me. Well, that happens. Oh, frame rate drops a bit, but it's okay. Okay, nice. Okay, so yeah, so when I die, basically everything gets loaded from scratch. So let's see if I can do it this time. Basically, what I want to show you is I can't. Oh, can I even? Yeah, I can grab these and walk around with them. So that's something new. That wasn't the case before. Yeah, unfortunately, these guys will kill me if they get me. Oh, Johannes is here. Hi, Johannes. Schön, dass du da bist. My friend Johannes Nikolai is here. Okay, so how am I gonna do this so that I don't get killed right away? And I can show you some of these new things. Okay, so the problem is over here there is another enemy. So I have to see how I can sneak. I think I might be able to sneak over here. And oh no, yeah, there he is. And the enemies can push those things also to the side, as you can see. Okay, I might make these spheres a little bit smaller, basically, or let's go in here and see. Okay, so we have these cages here now too, like in the other one, but I improved the logic of how the foxes are jumping out of the cages, so that works a little bit better now. Yeah, as you can see, they're not jumping randomly through the air that much anymore, so that's good. So I can release them. I'm gonna jump out. So basically, before it was just a random jump somewhere out of the cage, and the problem with that was that sometimes they were just randomly jumping up and landing in the cage again. And then they were just stuck in the cage. So I fixed that by changing the logic in the way where I basically have trigger points that are at a specific point right in front of the and not trigger, but target points that are in front of the cage. And now they're not just randomly jumping, but they're jumping so that they hit the target point. And that way I can make sure that they actually land outside of the cage and not just randomly somewhere. So the code has been already improved for you. Okay, so I'm gonna just stop this for a second so that I can change some things, because obviously, yeah, here now, outside of the actual game, I can show you where all that stuff is. So these things just signify basically where when you start the interaction, where you're gonna stand. This is basically now just for debugging purposes, so I know that this is the position. And these things down here, these are these target points. So this target point is for this fox, this target point over here is for this fox, and then there is a third one over here for this fox. So the logic is set up in a way where each fox uses the target point that is the closest to them. So that way I don't have to reference anything. They just look for the next target point near them, and they take the closest one and then jump just there. So even if I would, for instance, remove one of these target points, then this fox, instead of jumping here when this one is gone, it's going to just use the next one, basically, that is the closest to him. So it's a robust code. It's going to basically still work even if some of parts of it are missing. I'm so proud of myself. So what I want to change is, so the idea is that if you just free them randomly, I want to have it like in the other demo where they run towards the skinners. So that if you, obviously this is supposed to be tricky. Like if you free them, you want to make it that if you just randomly free them, it doesn't work, and you can't save them, so that you have to kind of make sure that you just solve some puzzles so that they actually run towards where you want them to run. So for that to work, I have to set up a few things, because right now what I know is that there is something called the navigation nav mesh, it's called, and it's what you see right now. So I just turned it on so that it is visible. So everything that is marked as green right now is basically where the AI can actually walk, and the foxes are part of the AI. So the foxes basically have their own behavior and their own artificial intelligence. So for them to be able to walk, they need this nav mesh. They need basically these green lit areas. And as you can see, there is basically a part here where there's a break in the nav mesh. That means if I free them, they can't actually go anywhere. They're basically caught in here. This one is broken, so they can't get out here. And they can't get out here and here, and that's why they won't run towards the enemy, which is what I want. I want them to run towards the enemy, so that by default they're gonna be killed by the enemy. So that you have to then set up basically some roadblocks to stop them from running towards the enemy, so that you can then basically make them run towards freedom, right? So for that to work, I know from the other level that I have to remove these chains, because the chains are the reason why I'm getting this break in the nav mesh. So I'm going to just delete them. It's not a problem because I have more of these, so if I want to bring them back or anything, I can still do that later. But for now, I'm going to just remove them for the demo, for the purpose of the demo. And I think it's enough if I just remove this one, because as you can see now, this break is not there anymore. So now if I free them, they should be able to just run out of here. So let's test that. Let's see if it works. By the way, if I'm looking weirdly, my eyes are getting really dry. I have to maybe just turn this off. I don't know. I think it's because the air is very, very dry in this room. So my eyes are getting really, really dry, and it feels weird to move them sometimes. So if I look strange, that's the reason. Okay, let's just do another test and see what happens. So Alt. Wait a second. Alt play. Let's see how this goes. Oh, weird. Oh yeah, that's fine. Okay. So we're gonna free the foxes again, and this time they should run towards the enemies. Which is, by the way, so I haven't implemented the logic yet where if they die, we die too, so we won't notice actually if they get killed, but let's see. Let's just open this and see what they do. So they should now run out and towards the enemy. Yeah, that's the case. So, or not, I don't know. Okay, for now it doesn't look like it works, but let me free this other one, because sometimes randomly they just don't do what they're supposed to do. Just very naughty foxes here. Okay, so let's free them all. There we go. Okay, so by the way, what do you guys think about you know, the new systems and stuff, and the pushable objects and everything? I have a lot of fun with it. Okay, the foxes are not going anywhere. That is interesting. Yeah, that's not a problem. Let's just maybe go and push some objects or something. Let me try this. Well, am I trapped? No. So let's grab this guy and yeah, you wanna mess with me again, right? Okay. So the interesting thing is, if we position the box in a way where it's between us and the Skinner, he doesn't see us. So you see, now that I let go of the box, he sees us. So that's a problem. Oh, come on. No, go away. He got us. That's bad. So it runs very smooth. The engine seems to like it. Runs well. Yeah, I mean, the game would actually run quite a bit better if it was actually outside of the engine. You have to consider, right now I'm streaming, the game is running, but also because it is in the engine, so this is not an exported game basically, but I'm just playing it inside of the engine itself so that I can make changes. And when you do that, it actually has is performing actually worse, because the engine is also calculating stuff in the background and so on. So this should actually run a little bit better outside of the engine. The only problem is that right now everything is still pretty unoptimized. So I have a pretty beefy machine here, obviously vegan beefy machine, and that's why it runs quite well. We have to optimize it so that it also runs on regular systems. So right now we're not there yet, but I'm working on it. Okay, so killed by your own creation. Yeah, I'm getting killed by my babies all the time. It's just that's just the life of a game dev. Your babies kill you. So what did I want to do? Let me see. I want to show you something else too. There is something else I want to show you. Oh yeah, now we can actually try to do the water tower thing. Let me see if I can get there without getting killed. So let's get up there. Okay. Haven't been killed yet, but oh, what is going on? Can you please go up there? Okay, so you know this valve logic, so let's open it up and see if it works. I hope it does. Yeah, there we go. So that happens. Now the floor is wet. So now we can go down and we can actually get this guy to come over here where it's wet. And there we go. So this is now working in this level too. So he's getting stunned. And while he's getting stunned, I can actually come over here and show you some stuff. So, oh no, oh shit. Oh no, what is happening? What? Oh. Okay, we have to do that again. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, let's do that one more time. Let's do that one more time and not get killed. Please. We don't want to get killed. Oh no. Oh. Okay, I think I have to sneak a little bit more. That was just too lazy. I mean, if you just run straight towards them, that's not optimal, right? Okay, so let me do it from this side, maybe. Oh no! Why is he on this side now? Okay. Come on. Let's go. So let's not get caught this time. Okay, so we get up there. Do this again. Get the floor wet. There we go. Oh, he is down there already, huh? Interesting. Oh no! Oh no! What happened? Oh, he's already stunned. Okay, that's good. That is helpful. So what I wanted to show you is that this is now also possible. Okay, this is. Oh no! The stun effect is just really way too short. It just doesn't hold long enough. Oh no! 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 Okay. I think I have to make them slower. They're way too fast. That's really a problem. Okay, so now he's stunned. So we can go over here. And I can hopefully show you. Oh, come on. Okay, it doesn't work as well with these. So they're actually also pushable. That's what I wanted to show you. And we die again. Okay. My coffee is empty. Third time is a charm. Yeah. It says butter. Defeat burst. Okay. As a Resident Evil fan, I always appreciate some classic Valve crack action. Yeah. So, I think I'm gonna just jump out real quick and do some little changes here. Let me check out something with the foxes, because I'm not sure if they're set up correctly to run towards the enemy. I have to check that real quick. Okay, so I have to go out of this mode. Here, out of immersive mode, then unlock the group. Okay, now let's see if they're set up correctly. So follow. Oh, yeah, they're not set up. Well, that's not gonna work, obviously. So, home, and home 2 would be the right one. And then also, this needs to be set to something like maybe 3600 should work. And then we can save that. And now I'm going to test it again. Because, yeah, initially what I wanted to actually test was if the foxes actually run towards the enemy. And what I would also like to do is I wanted to show you this, that this is also pushable now. So I'm going to just bring it to a place where it's less dangerous. So we don't get killed all the time. Oh, and then I almost forgot. There's another thing that I want to show you. So we're going to just test the foxes real quick. And then I want to show you something else too. Because I don't know if you remember, but in the cornfield there is this, there was this basically this place where you, the hatch where you get to the underground area. And if you remember, I told you last, in the second stream, I think it was, or in the first stream, that it was quite hard to actually find the hatch in the cornfield. So I've made it a little bit easier. So I'm gonna show you that in a second. Okay, so I backed this game, really looking forward to it. We need more animal rights focused entertainment. Yeah, I totally agree, and thank you so much for backing the project. By the way, speaking of backing the project, let's see what's going on here. So, yep, we're still at 500. No. Oh, wow. We have 3 new uncages. What is going on? So we have 45 minutes left, and we just got 3 new uncages, and we're almost, well, we're almost 10% over our goal. So that's awesome. That is great. Okay, so then let's see if I can demonstrate this to you, and then afterwards I think we should also go for the other thing that I want to show you. So the veto burst. Okay, so let's see if this even works here, because the ground is not really even here, so this might actually not work. Oh, it does kind of work. Yeah, so the problem is that it is a little bit stuck here, but I think you just saw that it's, if the ground was less messy, this would actually work. So this should actually be interactable. Okay, but let's test the foxes. Let's see how that goes. One more time. Okay, fox is jumping out, and yep, they're doing what they're supposed to do. So little guy is gonna run to the enemy and get, yeah, so of course that is not good, but it's what is supposed to happen. So that works now. Let me also free the other ones, and then it's going to be your job when you play the game to find a way to avoid them running towards the enemy, and have them run towards Fanula, who is going to be somewhere waiting to lead them out of the place. Oh, okay, so these two are not actually doing what they're supposed to do. That's interesting. Okay, that's strange. Okay, let me just look at the chat real quick. Everything looks really great, Patrick. Danke, Johannes. Don't forget to drink some water. Yeah, that's maybe the reason why my eyes are so dry. I'm probably just not drinking enough. So I'm pretty sure air moisture in your room has gone down to 0 because of the high performance PC that runs 24 hours a day. Yep, that is indeed a problem. Air is very dry here. So I'm gonna go out of the facility now and show you something else that is new. So let's try to not die while we're trying to get out of here. So, oh no, let's wait for this guy to get away from there. Okay, let's be really quick so we don't get in the way of the enemies. Okay, here we go. So open the door, and I just love this outside area with all the foliage and everything. And the cornfield is, for I don't know why, but for some reason I just love the cornfield so much. I just love the look of this whole area and the interactive plants and everything. It just makes me happy for some reason. Okay, so let's run quickly, and so we need to go up there, and maybe if you look very close, I don't know if the resolution is high enough, but if you look very close, you're gonna probably see something up there. Right into the chat if you see it, because I'm not sure if the stream is the resolution of the stream is high enough, but if it is, you should see something up there. I'm not gonna say what it is. Oh yeah, so you see it. Yeah, there's a zip line. There's basically a zip line up there, and that way you don't have to, once you're up there, you don't have to come down and then find the hatch. But the idea is that you can actually try to just zip line to the hatch. Only problem is if you don't get the zip line correctly, you fall into your death. So that is tragic, but yeah, there has to be some trade-off if you want to be lazy. So that's the trade-off. If you want to use the zip line, chances are you don't catch it, and then, I mean, we're probably going to see that right now. It happened to me quite a bit, so yeah, so looks excellent environment-wise. Thank you so much, Patrick. I have to admit, I really love the look of it as well. The only problem is really that, as I already said, right now it is not really optimized well. So if you have, you know, a pretty recent this generation or last generation graphics card, you should be fine. But otherwise, the way it is right now, it's not optimized enough. So I definitely have to work on that. But I'm on it. I promise. It's just gonna take a little bit until we get there. So now I just switched into first-person mode, just to, yeah, I think this is pretty cool. So you see your hands here, and now we can switch back to third person. And I love when you're up on the tower and you have just this insane view from up here. And for some reason, it kind of makes me dizzy, although obviously, you know, it's just a game, but it still makes me dizzy. Okay, so now I know that there's a problem here because there should be a blocking volume underneath me, but there isn't. So I know this is gonna be tricky, and I'm probably gonna get stuck, but let me try. Oh no. Okay. Oh, as you saw, we didn't die. That's a little trick. Let me tell you about that. So if you fall, there is fall damage, so I should be dead now. The reason I am not is because when you fall and you make a roll right before you touch the ground, you kind of make a safety roll, so you don't get fall damage. So that way you can avoid dying from fall damage. So I have a 3080 with 12 gigabytes of VRAM. You're fine. If you have a 3080, you're absolutely fine. I don't know if Kana is still in the chat, but I think Kana also has a 3080, and yeah, that's fine. I'm running a 3090 here, so yeah, with a 3080 you're good. Don't worry. But obviously, not everyone is gonna have a 3080 and or a recent graphic card, so we're gonna optimize it. We're gonna optimize it. So let's see. Okay, let's try that. Or you know what? Let me fix the issue so that I don't fall down for like a few more times. So let me show you what the issue actually is. Let me see. This is where we are. So when I go here, you have to imagine this area here basically has a collision, and the collision is more or less congruent with what you see. So basically, if I stand right on top of this area, there is basically a hole underneath me, and that takes that basically makes the character kind of get stuck a little bit, and that way the jump that so usually you would try to jump and get the wire, but that doesn't work then anymore, because you're basically trying to jump from here, but there's no ground underneath your feet. That's why the jump just gets a little bit unruly, and then you just don't make it. So in order to fix that, and there are so many games that actually get published. Like I remember in my childhood playing games where you had bugs like that in a published game, and then you play it and you get stuck somewhere, and you're like, why didn't they fix this before publishing the game? So that's why. So knowing those experiences, you know, from my own experiences from my experience. Yeah. So knowing that from my own experience, I kind of really want to avoid having, you know, too many of those. Even if it's obviously this is just a demo, so there are going to be bugs. By the way, obviously, you know, this is a prototype, right? So, you know, don't worry. There's still going to be bugs, but I want to try to, you know, avoid as many, you know, things where you get stuck or something frustrating happens as I can, because, yeah, sometimes it just takes you out of the game when you kind of get reminded that they forgot to fix something for some reason. So let me see. So there is something called the blocking volume, and that's what I want. Blocking volume. Where is it? Let me see. Blocking volume. Here we go. So I'm going to position it here. So as you can see, this is basically a volume, and what it does is it just blocks you from, it is like a collision basically, that if I put it right underneath this area, it's gonna basically prevent me from getting stuck in that area where there's basically a hole right underneath. So I'm gonna put this here. I'm gonna scale it a little bit so that it fits better, like this. This is basically like a second floor, if you will. So I'm going to put it right here, and in 3D it's always a little bit tricky to position everything correctly, but I think this way it should basically work, I believe. Let me bring it down a little bit. Okay, let's test it. Let's see if it works better now and if we actually get the zipline. By the way, there's also another bug, but I don't want to tell you beforehand. It is kind of funny. You'll see. If we get the zipline, you're going to see that something funny is going to happen. So let me see. I like Zelda Ocarina of Time. When you hold forward on the analog stick, Link doesn't take fall damage and rolls. Yeah. I think there should be some way to mitigate the fall damage, because I feel like in real life there's also always some things that you can do to kind of not hurt yourself as much. So realistically there should be something like that in the game too. But then on the other hand, I should probably implement it that if you fall from this high, I think a road shouldn't really work anymore. That's kind of, but not everything has to be realistic, right? If you make the game just perfectly realistic, I don't think it's gonna be fun anymore. So, well, we'll see. All decent here, all set for the holiday season shenanigans. Yeah. How's everybody doing? Yeah. Okay, so let's do another test. Let's see if this works. So, yeah, we want to play. Okay. So, realism. Yeah, exactly. So, I think sometimes there is a trade-off between real. I have a problem with my controller, so I have to just fix that real quick. So sometimes there is a trade-off between realism and fun. Like sometimes it's either the one or the other, and I think you should always, if that is the case, it's not always the case, but if it is the case, in my opinion, you should always prioritize the fun, because obviously, I mean, that's the main point of a game, is to be fun and entertaining, and then realism is just a means to that end. So at least in my opinion, like the realism is really just there to make the game more fun, and if it gets in the way of the fun, then it should just you know, the fun should definitely have the priority. So this is a long way, but wow, we're quite fast, aren't we? I don't remember that the character was so fast. I don't know what happened. Running like one of those zombies in 28 Days Later or so. Do you kids even know that film with Cillian Murphy back in the day? I think that was the first film that I watched with Cillian Murphy. But I don't know if young people these days actually still remember that film. Wasn't it 20 Weeks Later? Yeah, 20 Weeks Later is the sequel. So the first one was 28 Days Later, and then the sequel was 28 Weeks Later. That's how I remember it. I might be wrong though. I don't know. I'm a little bit overworked, so who knows? Don't take everything serious that I say. I like the first person view too. Yeah. I like them both. Okay, so we're up here again. Okay, let's hope that this time it works better. Yes! There we go. And as you can see, I don't know if you saw it, but oh no, are we stuck in the in the wall? It just smashed us against the wall. Yeah, so that is how it works now. It worked. But did you see what happened to the bolt cutter? It's not fast enough. So because it is simulating physics a little bit, and it has inertia, it kind of doesn't move fast enough. So we kind of lose it on the way, and then it just catches on to us again once we arrive. I find that to be funny. Okay, so let me see. Watched it for my 16th birthday back in the day. Yeah. So equipment doesn't have a great time. Okay, so maybe we can go down there. Oh wow, did we just fall? Okay, I thought we just fell all the way down there. So yeah, there we are. Let's just, there we go. Yeah, so that's I haven't really changed anything down here, so this is all as it used to be. Oh, I even forgot to, yeah, so these little guys are actually also still down here and probably just looking for a way out. Maybe I can lead them out of here. So yeah, they're here. Oh, by the way, if you wonder why the foxes make cat noises, I think I explained that last time, right? So it's because the characters used to be cats, and I haven't changed the sound yet. So that's why the foxes actually make cat vocalizations. That is going to be changed at some point. So obviously, let's open this door. So yeah, this is all still as it was. So all of this. One more. I think, are we already? Yeah, I see we were half an hour away from the end of the campaign. So April Fool's patch, everyone makes cat vocals. Yeah, that is a good idea. Okay, so can we? Oh, are we stuck? Okay, so I have to definitely fix this. There's an issue with steps where you sometimes get stuck. If that happens, just jump. Like if I don't get to fix it until you get the demo, if you get stuck on the stairs, on the steps, just jump. Okay, so we're here, and yeah, basically everything is as it was again. Let me maybe grab one of those. Okay, so one of the next things that I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna make this porta potty. Was that what it's called? Make that interactable. This is so cool. So this way I can actually get closer to that guy, and he's not gonna see me as long as the water container is actually between me and him. So I just have to make sure that this stays between us, and I can even, maybe I can bring a third one in, so that oh no, oh no, let's get the floor wet, I guess. Let's just go up here and get the floor wet. Oh, if we survive this, yeah, okay, so that was oh, what happened? That is not supposed to happen. Okay, so that looks like a bug. I don't know what's going on. That is not supposed to be the case. Okay, can I? Oh, here we go. And that's also not really. Oh, what is going on? That is weird. We're stuck in this weird. Okay, so yeah, you know what? I'm actually happy, because here we go. You get to see a strange bug. I don't know what's going on. This is, I told you about the multiverse. So obviously we have some exotic physics here. I don't know what's happening. I don't know, is this a weird way of breakdance, or can we even... Oh yeah, we can die. We can still die. Okay, so I don't know, whatever that was. So, out of curiosity, shall there be an incredibly creative and punny vegan achievements trophy when the game is finished? Yeah. I think if you guys have actually ideas for achievements and stuff, that's why we have the Discord. You know, just drop your ideas, and if you come up with some creative stuff, we might just put them into the game. Definitely do that. That's the whole reason why we have the Discord, so that everybody can basically get in touch and kind of we can also brainstorm, you know, with all the uncages and see what we can come up with collectively. So at Patrik Baboumian, I heard in a game dev video that steps in video games have a flat plane hitbox hidden rather than the actual steps as the collision hitbox. Yeah, that works, but that is just a very, very kind of quick and dirty fix, because what that does is it makes so we have something in the game called called foot IK, which, let me just turn off the music so that maybe that's a little bit better to listen. So there is something called foot IK, which makes sure that the feet basically touch the ground at all times. So when you have steps, the foot IK basically makes sure that the feet are always touching basically the right position on the step, touching the steps themselves, so that it looks the walking looks realistically. And that is actually the reason why you get stuck. Now, if you do the thing with the flat plane, that whole system kind of doesn't work anymore. So, because obviously then if the collision is going to be the flat plane, the foot IK is also going to go for the flat plane and not for the correct position on the steps. So that's the issue. So if I don't get the right fix, a quick and dirty way to do it would be to do what you just said. So that would be one way to solve it, but it's not as pretty as solving it so that the foot IK actually works with the steps. I just have to check why they're actually making the problem. So I mean, I kind of know, because the 3D model that I used there for the steps, I took that from a sample project that on the Unreal Marketplace, and the sample project is actually not made for games. So that means it's actually not a game asset that I'm using there, but so it's also not optimized. And I've done stuff like that a lot, where I'm basically taking stuff that is actually made for kind of cinematics and made to look really high quality, but not really for games, and I use them in the project. That way you have really cool looking stuff, but then sometimes not everything works out of the box, so that you have to put in a lot of work to make things work correctly. Like with the steps, that's going to be a little bit more work. So let's see. That's how letters should work. But goddamn, that's how I want to climb letters from now on. Is there a guilty suit in the game? Very interesting, sounds good. Patrik Baboumian achievement equals max out strength. Yeah, maybe we should have some strength challenges in the game too. But I mean, we can do so much stuff. But first I have to get the demo and the prototype and everything to work correctly. So the idea is to, obviously now this is just very prototypey, but in a few months I want to get a demo to everybody out that is going to be way more developed, and that is supposed to be like something like an hour, or maybe even a little bit more than an hour of actual gameplay, and that is my focus right now. So I want to first get that done, and then once we have that, and once everybody has it, and we have play tested it, and maybe even made another iteration where it works better, because obviously in the first one it's always going to be buggy still, but at some point after testing it, we're going to get it to a point where it's good. Once we get there, then we can think about coming up with a lot of other creative stuff. But I feel like that core the core gameplay concepts that are supposed to actually be what makes Uncaged, I want to first have them in, obviously, and so that we can show it around, and hopefully get some more traction, and get some more allies who help us then actually get more support behind the game. And then once we have that, then we're going to start implement a strongman competition or something like that. Or maybe there could be car flipping. Like there could be a situation where you just have to randomly flip a car or something. But then we would kind of have to make the player character super strong, which I don't know if that's necessarily what we want to do. But hey, let me know in the chat if you think the player character should be super strong. I don't know. I think that they should be just normal activists. I feel like that would be better. Let's have a look at the campaign. Does anybody know what's happening? Please. What is it? Patrik, I heard that the best games have something interesting happen, like a sound effect, for example, at least every 2 minutes. Is that your approach? Yeah. So, well, I don't think that helps if it's just random stuff. Like, obviously you can just bombard your player every few seconds with some stimuli and something new. But I think if it is something that is meaningful, yeah, I think a game should kind of basically constantly give you. But I'm gonna say there's also a trade-off. Like, you wanna do it systematically in a way where progressively, basically, you start the game quite simple, because obviously you want to have it be approachable for everyone, and some, especially with our community, some of the players are not going to be like used to gaming a lot, so obviously you want to have it approachable and simple in the beginning, and then you want to gradually and constantly introduce new elements. And they should also be just relevant elements that actually are relevant for the gameplay. And that way you basically make the game gradually more and more complex and introduce more mechanics and so on. And if you do that right, and if you get the trade-off, if you get that balance right, then that's when games are really fun and kind of, just catch you and immerse you. That is how it's done. But yeah, I mean, obviously this is the first time I'm doing this, so it's probably going to take a lot of trial and error. But that's why we have more than 500 on cages, so that we can make something that doesn't work perfectly, and then you tell us that it sucks, and then we make it better, and then you tell us there's still something that sucks, and we make it better, and at some point, hopefully, you're gonna love it. But that's gonna take a few tries. So obviously, don't expect something perfect in the beginning. It's gonna be a work in progress for quite a while until we get it to be really smooth and to run well. And then when we're there, then we're gonna start to then build upon that. So that's why we have the Discord. That's why we want to be in touch with the community as much as possible, and obviously have you guys then play test everything and kind of give you all the feedback that we can get. So really looking forward to actually getting your feedback. That's another reason. Like, obviously I'm trying to get this done as soon as I can, because I want everybody to be happy and to be kind of able to actually play the game. But it's also just out of self-interest. I just want to see what everybody thinks. And I remember when I gave it to the team the first time, and Kana actually sent me screenshots of her playing as a fox. That was just, it was so cool to see somebody actually have fun with something that you're working on for hours and hours. And it's really cool to see that other people are then immersing themselves in that experience and having fun. So let's check real quick. We're the last 15 minutes are running. Yeah, just 13 minutes left. Let's see. Did anyone? Yeah, we actually got two new on cages that just came in, and nice. So we're at 536 on cages. That is so cool. And it's just 13 minutes to go, so I'm not expecting anything big to happen now. Yeah, hopefully 12 minutes. So what are we gonna do in those 12 minutes? Should we just talk? So I think I'm gonna just just talk to the chat now, and if you have questions or anything, we can just do Q&A, and I think we should just have a chat while those 12 minutes go by, and I can kind of distract myself from the stress that the stress of the fact that in 12 minutes the campaign is going to be over, and everything is done, so I can breathe and go and take a shower and kind of relax a little bit after 5 really stressful weeks where we didn't know if we would make it, and that was pretty nerve-wracking. The last few weeks have been pretty nerve-wracking, so I must say I'm really happy, but I'm also kind of feeling very drained and exhausted, so really looking forward to, in 10 minutes, know that it is actually over, and we definitely officially made it then. So excited to play this game. As I said, I'm super excited to actually watch you guys. By the way, if you have a setup at home where you can actually record your screen, like what I'm doing here is I'm using OBS. It's online broadcasting. What is the S for? Online broadcasting something software? I don't know. What the Kana? Can you tell me what the S stands for? Well, OBS is basically an open source kind of streaming software, but you can also use it. So it's free, and you can also use it to record your screen. So if you want to be really awesome, what you can do is when you playtest the game for the first time, especially for the first time. So don't obviously if you forget it, you can also do it the second time. But it's super helpful and super a great source of information to see the players actually play a demo, or in this case a demo for the first time, because that way we sometimes, because I've been creating all of this, some stuff is just obvious for me, like with the controls and stuff, but I might forget to actually put hints to those things in the demo, so you might just struggle finding out what control works with something, or just some stuff just might not work as intended. So it's a huge resource for us to learn from, to see how you guys are playing the game for the first time, and what you're struggling with, and what might not work, and so on. So really, if you can, that would be great if you could, once you have the demo, if you could just basically just screen record what you're doing. And if you don't want to bother with the software and stuff, you can always, like, one thing that I'm doing sometimes, you've probably seen it in some of my posts, is I sometimes just take videos with my phone from the screen. So I have this little, it's like a little tripod for the desk, and then I just put my smartphone on it, and I just record the screen that way. So that is maybe the easiest way to do it. So let me see. My eye is actually hurting pretty badly because it's so dry here. So let me see if I can actually see the chat. So open broadcast studio. That's what OBS stands for. If anyone wants to do that and needs help, so Kana is just offering you a hand. If you decide that you want to actually screen record and stuff, just reach out to her, ideally via the Discord, and then they can actually then help you if you need any help with setting it up and stuff. So Kana is the person to reach out to for everything community related. So we love you either way, man. Okay, so oh damn it, can't pay. Oh, so Mad Dog wants to contribute to the campaign, but it's a problem. So it only the Kickstarter basically only works with a credit card. But don't worry if you want to contribute and you don't make it within the, I don't know, it's like, is it 5 minutes or what? It's not a problem. You can reach out to me. Just write me. Maybe how can we do that? Because yeah, maybe just write into the comments later on when the video is when when the stream is done. This is gonna be video on demand. Just write me in the comments, and I'm gonna then send you directions how to reach out to us. If you wanna, we can do, if you want to have one of the rewards, you can then just get in touch with us later on, and we can do it via PayPal or something. So that's not a problem. It's we can still do that after the campaign. It's just, it's not going to be in the campaign, so it's not going to increase the number within the campaign, but we can do everything later on. Yes, so, and I see that Kana is also yeah, okay, so let's see. Good idea to have reactions if possible. Alas, my PC is ancient on basic plus. I'm rusty on PC gaming these days, but we'll try to get it working with the nephews. Yeah, and also, so if if your system is gonna if you don't have a recent system, the version of the demo right now is probably gonna overwhelm the system anyway. So then if you want to also record, that's gonna be too much, definitely. So in that case, what you can do is you can do it the way that I said with the phone. But I mean, we're gonna have to see how well the first version is gonna even run, because if it's not a recent system, that might be tricky. Because obviously I could optimize it enough so that it's gonna work on more systems, but the problem is that's gonna take longer. So my idea right now is I want to just give something out as soon as I can, and then unfortunately it's not gonna run on every system, and then in a few weeks we're gonna work more on it, and then we're gonna update it so that at some point it's gonna then start working on more systems, and with time we're gonna get it to then hopefully at some point to run on every system. But I can already say that the first version that we're gonna give out is definitely gonna work only on some systems that are more or less recent with the kind of hardware that is in there. And then but as I said, I promise we're gonna get it optimized as quickly as we can. It's just the reason that we're struggling a little bit with this getting the demo out as quickly as we want. Yeah, only 4 minutes, I think, only 3 minutes now. Yeah, so the reason for that is just because the campaign was such a grind. We just had to put a lot of our focus on the campaign so that we could make sure that it is successful. So there was something about 2 weeks that I would have liked to actually work on the demo, but I couldn't because I had to focus on the campaign and try to push it so that it gets through the finish line. And that's why now everything is a little bit tricky with we're not in schedule with the demo. So, but as time goes by, we're gonna get back to schedule. It's all good. So no idea. No, more vegans to step up. Okay, so let's see what it's doing. It's 2 minutes. It says Yeah, maybe in the next 2 minutes we can just watch what's happening here. So yeah, it seems that nothing new has happened. We're still at 536, which is fine. That is a beautiful number, and there's 2 more minutes to go. Yeah. Thanks, buddy. So I completely understand, Patrick. Thank you. Yeah, it's as I said, it's especially it's kind of super important to me to especially make you happy, because you've been so supporting the whole campaign through. Like, I think I've seen your comments on every post and every stream, and yeah, I think there was, I don't even remember if there was, oh, we're already in the, if there was even any stream or anything where I didn't have some incredibly kind comments of you. So it's really important for me to get that out to you, so you can play it too. But yeah, we're gonna do it as fast as we can. So should we maybe count down the last seconds, because they're running. We're in the last 85 seconds now. I don't know if you see this correctly here on my screen, but yeah, that's what's going on. It's just 70 seconds. I think I'm gonna count down the last 10. Should we count down the last 10 seconds? Hello, mad respect for making the game and for your activism. Thank you so much. So 60 seconds, the last minute. The last minute is running. 80 and no, not 80 and 50 seconds. This is cool. Okay, so it's over. And 40 seconds. Here we go. So we're going towards 30 seconds now. Last 30 seconds. This is so cool. Yeah, and it's really cool. We basically almost got to 110% of what we were aiming for. And the last 10 seconds, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. That's a successful campaign. Do you see the fireworks? There it is. We made it. Here we go. Now it says you're an undercover animal rights activist. Your weapon is your camera. Your goal is total liberation. Uncaged, more than a game. Thank you to the number of uncages is gone now for some reason. It was 536 if I remember correctly. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you so much. That's it. We made it. That was our campaign. And thanks to everybody who was in the stream with me and yeah. I don't know what to say. I'm kind of overwhelmed. I think I've been sweating here like crazy. Yeah, thanks for the congratulations, everybody. I'm really happy now. I'm gonna sleep very well today. That's for sure. I've been sleeping pretty badly in the last time. So yeah, I think I'm gonna enjoy this for another minute, and then I'm gonna say bye to everybody. I'm gonna close the stream, and I'm gonna just rest a little bit for a second, and then get back to work to work on the demo. So now you saw the newest stuff. I hope this was able to make you a little bit more excited, and that you're looking forward to it. And yeah, as I said, give us a little bit of time if it doesn't run well, or if it doesn't work on your system. Please give us a little bit of time. We're going to update it as quickly as we can, and in a few weeks we should reach a point where it's then going to start working on more systems. But right now I'm just focusing on getting everything to just work at all, and then we're going to start optimizing it. So please just bear with us, and thank you so much for going through this with us. that was a wild 5 weeks. We built a wonderful community. Kana and I and the rest of the team, we love our community that we set up. And if you haven't joined the Discord, everybody should have a link to the Discord's an invitation link. So please join the Discord. That way we can stay in touch with everybody in the upcoming times. Thank you. Patrik is saying yes. Happy days. Bunch of benevolent legends. Yeah. Yes. Thanks to everybody. This is a real game changer. Yeah. Once this guy is actually done and we ship it, if it even comes close to the vision that I have for it, it's gonna. I think it's gonna make some noise in the gaming world, and it's gonna become like our community is gonna become vastly bigger once this is at the point where we're gonna ship it. So I have big plans, and I'm really happy that I have all of you with me and with the team, and I'm really looking forward to the rest of the journey. This was just the beginning. This was just the first step. Now we're gonna bring this home, and we're gonna make the game really awesome. So thanks everybody. Thank you all. Have a great evening. I don't want to make this too long. Yeah, I love you all. Thank you so much. Thanks Kana that you were here and having my back in the chat. And yeah, thanks everyone. Have a great evening. I'm gonna go take a shower now. Bye everybody. I'm gonna stop this stream now. So stream and